boy, I can't wait to play my new Nintendo Switch video game console. First game is Legend of Zoltar. Wow, that was fun. Now that I'm finished with Zoltar, it's time for Super Mario Kart. Wow, ARMS is finally out. I can't wait to play, even though I don't really like fighting games. Well, that was better than I thought. But what the Switch could really use for some variety would be some kind of shooting game that involves ink instead of bullets. Something similar to Splatoon for the Wii U, or... Oh, wait! They actually just made that! Let's see if this game is worth your time and or money.
Hello everybody, welcome to Should You Buy It, where I help you decide whether or not a game's worth your time and money. And today I'm finally gonna get to talk about Splatoon 2. I've been looking forward to this game more than anything else that's come out for the Switch thus far, besides obviously Zelda. The original Splatoon for the Wii U greatly exceeded my expectations, and I guess that's not saying much since I didn't really have any for it to begin with. But frig off, I was still impressed. As fun as that game was though, there were a few areas that needed improvement, and with video game franchises, the second entry in a series is typically the best. So as low as my expectations were before, you can bet your shit that now they're higher than a skyscraper's ass. Splatoon 2 starts off the same way the first game did, with tutorials on how to use your ink weaponry.
Hey, I was never too cool for school. In fact, when I was a kid, I was actually too stupid. And sexy. At least that's why my teacher said he molested me.
But Cameron, you were homeschooled.
You can use your weapons to cover areas in your team's color of ink, and you can swim through whatever area is covered in your own color. Swimming through your ink helps you move faster and refills your ink tank. But if you go through enemies' ink, you'll take damage and move a lot slower. You probably already knew that, but just in case you're not familiar with Splatoon, there you go. After the tutorial, the Squid Sisters tell you what your maps and whatnot are going to be for the hour, just like in the first game. The hub's more or less the same as it used to be, except instead of a creepy old man hiding in a sewer, there's a squid babe. Even though it functions just as efficiently, I liked the old plaza on Assera better, just because I thought it looked a little cooler. This time it's a little less bright and just less happening overall. It feels like all these stores are about to close down because of gang violence or something. Another thing that's much like the first game is that the single-player campaign's short but relatively sweet. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's not really the main draw the game has going for it. Just like Splatoon, you play online, gain experience and money, buy new equipment, and that's pretty much the gist of it. You can play online in various different modes, with the most popular being Turf War. This is the mode the game was built around, and it's you and 3 other players going against 4 other assholes, or bad guys, to cover the map up with as much of your team's ink as possible within 3 minutes. It's very addictive and easy for anybody to just pick up and jump in. It plays pretty much the same as the previous game, which is fine by me, but there's obviously more stages and weapons this time around. As far as weapons go, rollers seem to have been nerfed big time, which is unfortunate for me since I'm OCD and can't stand leaving even the smallest areas uninked. I mean, it's probably better for the game overall that people with rollers can't just turn into a kraken and fuck everybody up when they're near any kind of danger. And another thing going against the rollers is that stages seem to have more vantage points for players with charger weapons. I'm not sure if there weren't as many high areas before, it just feels like I'm always getting sniped this time around when it never happened in the previous game. It's not at all a complaint though, just an observation since I think gameplay-wise everything feels more balanced for sure. Although if I'm being honest, I kinda miss using the gamepad. Having a map right in front of you is way more convenient than having to press X and cover the whole screen up with a map. I mean, couldn't they just have a little mini-map in the bottom right corner? I'm really just nitpicking here, although it would be nice to be able to somehow use the Wii U gamepad with the Switch. At least you can play in shit at the same time. You could before, but you'd either need a TV in the bathroom or be willing to shit the bed. Personally, I went back and forth with what I preferred. One thing the Switch has going for it though is that it's mega convenient to be able to put the game in sleep mode to take a break for God knows what, and when you come back, you can be in a match within a minute. Not only is the sleep mode a great bonus, but the load times overall are way quicker than before, or at least I think so. I didn't time it or anything, but either it's quicker now or I'm just more patient. As far as modes other than Turf War goes, there's Splat Zones, which has you focus on capturing certain areas in ink and protecting it from the enemy until the time runs out. Tower Control, which as the name suggests has you fighting for control of a tower. Rainmaker, where you have to take a dump in the enemy's base. And the most popular edition, Salmon Run, which has you and your friends fighting monsters for their eggs or some shit. It's awesome. But it'd be even more awesome if you could actually talk to your friends while playing. The worst part about Splatoon for the Wii U is that there was no headset for you to be able to talk with your friends during matches. And one would think that Nintendo would fix that problem for the Nintendo Switch and cater more towards online gaming, but nope. Stubborn ass backwards Nintendo thought it'd be a good idea to give us a headset that's worse than nothing. In order for you to play and talk with your friends the Nintendo way, you have to download an app to your phone, hook the headset up, assuming your phone even has a headphone jack, connect your phone to the Switch, and then just rock and roll. Until your battery dies, because you have to leave the Nintendo app open in order for it to work. You can't even put your phone in sleep mode. The app has to be open with your phone unlocked. You know, I want to love Nintendo. All the games they make are at least good. I mean, this game's awesome. But for everything the poor game developers do right, which is almost everything, the higher-ups just shit all over their efforts with things like not telling anybody what a Wii U was, attacking YouTube channels for promoting the Wii U, naming it the Wii U, not even looking at the PSN and Xbox Live for inspiration, and now this butt-ass headset. I'd say I'm getting off topic since Nintendo's business decisions really aren't anybody's problem but their own, but now their ignorance is fucking our gameplay up. The Wii U should have had a headset, but that console was a disaster all around, even though the games were good in spite of the hardware. But the Switch is supposed to be where Nintendo turns everything around. How can they fully cater to third-party developers when a lot of games require competent online support? And they actually expect us to pay for this? Hopefully all this shit gets ironed out by next year, or I'm gonna punch Reggie-san in the butt. Get your heads out of my ass, Nintendo, and give us a decent headset. If you can get past not being able to talk with your friends without having to use Discord, Skype, PSN, or Xbox Live as substitutes, then you should definitely buy Splatoon 2 since it's still a great time. It's not as big of an improvement over the original as I hoped for. In fact, it's really only a little more different than Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Although, I suppose if Madden can make the same game every year, we can let it slide for Nintendo this one time. I mean, it's different enough at least. Nobody watching this video even knows what a Wii U is, and there's a 100% chance you've never even played the original Splatoon. And if you haven't played it, then it's new to you. Even if you can't play and talk with your buds, there's still plenty of amusement in playing with random people. I mean, it doesn't have lag issues or anything like that, at least for me, so I will give them that. If you have Splatoon 2 though, let me know in the comments down below what you think, and if you like this video, press that dirty little like button and subscribe if you're new. My name's Cameron, and I'll see you next time.
So I want to say thank you to your loyalty, thank you for your support.